to me later.
Or don't. My own kids don't
Is
even...
that owl like... Oh, no, Navi.
Oh, that's right. No, the owl is under the guardian.
Is the owl a guardian?
I'm dead. He is.
Owl
The tree...
sucks.
So,
I hate the owl.
it's like all the reoccurring beings in the series have been...
Oh.
Son of a bitch. I already see him in the tree again.
Well, I just see his face.
Wow! Wow!
It's like a fucking hippopotamus standing on a flower. What do you want?
Hi, dog! I see you're off to the village! Oh, are you serious? What are you going this way for, you stupid bastard? Anyway, so about the yellow stripe on the hat, and have you ever noticed that there's no pinnacle rock in this world?
Yeah, there's the characters that you can figure out which timeline's the same by figuring out who died. The characters that aren't around. So, what games have Jabu Jabu in them? That's how we know the ones where he saved Jabu Jabu.
And which ones are the Zora human form, and which one are they more of a...
Hang on, I'm making a chart. I'm gonna make a chart.
Fish form full of demagogue-looking human monsters. Get the whiteboard. I'm gonna prop up my phone because we need to film this.
Do you think whiteboards and blackboards get along?
No,
I wouldn't think so, right?
Only because
they just like moved in and just absolutely upended their job.
I think the whiteboards get a little snooty about that sound chalk makes.
That's fair.
Where they're like, you know what writing implement doesn't do that?
It's a pretty well-deserved criticism. That is the worst thing about chalkboard. You know who didn't really take that hard a loss on the transition? Chalk. Still going strong.
Oh yeah, it's moved on to a
whole new demographic. It adapted. That's how you guys stay alive in the modern environment.
Much like anybody who's like,
fuck, this village is gross.
What's wrong with it?
It's like a giant skull spider like hanging out on your roof.
Well,
if there was a chance that was on your roof right now, would you like that'd just be like okay for you?
If I can go out there and I can whack it with a bat and I can get a giant wad of actual gold from it, yeah.
I mean, you're just living in Australia at that point, but like, I don't know if I take that trade. I'd rather be no spider.
Well, hold up. What if the spiders in Australia were like purely decorative and had physical, like, elementally sound ingots of gold in them?
I guess that's fair.
Damn straight it is.
Whoa, Dumpy.
Dumpy!
I'm here to fuck up your gameplay. Ready to chase your boy Dumpy.
Now you know what? He's fine in this one.
Wait, isn't this the one where you have to do the fucking chases?
Yeah, but it's... Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. I don't have
Play
this
this
yet. I don't have the thing yet.
Oh,
I forgot I actually needed to go to the castle. I wanted to go here first instead of the castle because in the castle, I can't get in because the drawbridge is up. Uh-huh. And if I got the Sun Song, I can bring the drawbridge down.
Gotcha.
But if I don't have the thing I get in the castle, then I can't do that.
That thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, this game is basically a giant trading mini game.
Sorry,
it also contains a giant trading mini game, doesn't it?
Yeah, for the big Goron sword, which I don't really have any plans to do because you don't really need it, and it's a giant side quest. No, it's just I also don't like time trials. There's 2 in that, and they objectively bother me.
Wait, I thought you fucking lived for time trials. Hang on, or is that just not in this game?
I live for time. What are you talking about?
No,
if I'm on a timer, I would rather just fucking put a gun under my chin.
Back that shit all the fuck up. Wait, you have many years of Crash Team Racing to explain to me right now.
Yeah, I don't like the time trial mode. I just like driving fast. I don't know how to put it. How do I say
I like the time trial. I just like the speed that I impart when I'm timed.
Well, okay.
Walk me through it.
I like to win the race because I was at the front, not because I didn't just get there within an arbitrary fucking amount of time.
Gotcha.
So, like, Crash 1 and 2, I love those. Crash 3, I kind of don't like because it introduced the fucking the time trial medallions.
Gotcha.
I hate those.
So
like, I played this on... I randomly picked this up on Switch, and I'm like, you know what? This would be so much fun to do with Val. Because I've already wanted to do this for a while because...
Weigh in, audience. Let us know if that was a mistake. You have the power of Future Sight. Let me know how it went.
Well, because we did Link to the Past, and I remember even while we were doing that, that was the one that you kind of knew a bit, and I didn't know shit about, and in my head, this has been my redemption arc that I need, where I'm like, I know Zelda, okay? I know this one.
Well, we've been talking about playing this game for like 10 years.
Yeah, for like we've been talking about doing this since Games with Chums.
Yeah.
But like, I wanted to finally do it. But so I wanted to make sure that I still had, you know, I had some of this up in the old noggin, so I did a playthrough of this just to see.
Because we're professionals, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I didn't want to just sit around and be stuck in a fucking
no,
some shit shack for 5 hours.
No, it's we are better than you. Ben has said it. It's now that's basically synonymous. I'm just kidding.
Look, Water Temple is a legendary plucker of pubes when it comes to just pissing people off and wasting time. I didn't want that to be a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. And you know what? It happened to me. I've beaten it like 5 times in my life, and I still had that moment where I'm like, where the fuck do I go?
I think it's just an inherent property of levels that make you raise and lower water levels. It's just frustrating to the brain, or it is to me. Maybe I'm.
Well, okay, that's interesting. You actually have to do it a total of 2 times.
Really? Is that all?
Yeah, it's very streamlined. But if you miss one thing, you will do it 1,000 times.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry, audience. I'm gonna need a power bar.
It's okay. Look, anybody that's currently watching this,
forgive me,
power
friend.
to you. No, power to you. We have paid
Power bar.
no attention to much of. I was gonna come into this with like a 50-50 of like fucking around. And you know what? I'm not regretting our choice, but we definitely are not paying any heed to.
We've gotten so much worse. Well, we don't have as much time to hang out as we used to. So now, whenever we get to record, it's like 50% shooting the breeze at minimum.
That is true. We used to go really hog wild on commentary back when we did this. Back when Games with Chums was a daily thing.
Yeah.
You know what? As much as I love doing daily, part of me is also just like, fuck you for getting that in my head. Just the idea of that schedule. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was bad. Well, it's the only reason we were able to do that then. I don't know why the audience would care about this, but we were able to do that then because
Deep
we
Lore,
were
the Overlord Arcade Iceberg.
Yeah.
for the one person out there with his red string fucking conspiracy board about how the channel came to be.
It's a super boring iceberg because at the end of it is us being like, okay, cool, and then we all just did different stuff. And there's such a lack of behind the scenes intrigue, but just because there was more of us to record. So it was easier to, like, I could record something with Nate and something with you, and then we'd have this split. Me and you would do these ultra long fucking play. We would pick a PS1 game and play it for 90 hours or whatever. So we'd have this huge bulk of episodes we could mess around with, and we had so much that if I recorded something small, it'd be like I would have to wait 3 months before I can put up this like gameplay I did with someone else that is 4 episodes or whatever.
Oh well, damn, that was back when we were doing like 2 a day.
Yeah, we hit 2 a day for a while.
That was where we had a main series, and then we had the
side
fuck
series.
around series. Yeah,
good times. I would love to do that again. Like, it's not something I ever could. Like, my life just doesn't have room for it. But I remember that time very fondly because it was really fun to just get in and just try. Just always try. Just like try to hit the comedy as best you can and see how much recording you can get. Like, we really had our sea legs then.
That's why I wanted to do this so bad. Yeah. It's genuinely a lot of fun. It's not like it's not like I know you and me had very different opinions on this. Where you're like you never wanted to ever have to experience this in a career format.
Yeah.
I've held down enough jobs where I realized if this was my career, it'd be the one that I enjoyed. So like. Anybody that ever says like yada yada something job, never work a day in your life. That's not true. No, you will work a day in your life. Very specifically. But if you enjoy it, then that's great.
Well, for me, the important distinction was always like, it wasn't that like, if I was offered, I wouldn't do this for money. It was just that you just gotta like pick. I was hitting a point in my life where I needed to pick a lane. I was doing 9 things very badly instead of one thing well enough to get paid for it. So I needed to focus my life in on my art. So did that so that I could make money, and ultimately that's what happened. It worked out. I'm not exactly making gangbusters, but the bills are paid, and I'm poor.
Sorry,
I broke into your castle.
Alright, poke him in the eye. I need it to be nighttime, and I don't want to walk back to the front. Can you toss me out like a bum?
Do the guards wear booty shorts?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hyrule guards have...
crap.
Hi.
Hi, weird
Remember me?
Jesus.
From the town?
Oh my god.
And you like finding my dad? Yeah.
What? Her giant mouth.
Oh, her cat mouth?
It's so big. Holy shit, fucking Baraka over here.
She's got,
what the hell?
She's kind of got that, like, she's got the smile, like if she was in an anime, she would end every sentence with a "nya."
Yeah, that's real unfortunate.
You got the weird egg, nya.
Oh, hell yeah! She's like a runaway. She just can see you, like, running across the field back to your village.
Just been with a frying pan in one hand.
That was, well, I guess I can get another egg.
I mean, I
Oh,
probably.
did she sing?
Yeah, she teaches you a song later.
Well, yeah, you can hear her humming. That's adorable.
Yeah, that's the song she teaches you.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah. Shut up! I'm singing!
She's just like, I'm sorry, who's fucking singing this song? Oh, right, me!
And then you cut to the guards like, are they having an argument over
Are
there?
they having like a rap battle with an ocarina and just humming?
Should get in on that.
Dope, let's go check that out.
Yeah.
Show her, dog!
Marcus, those children seem to be playing a merry tune. Let's go check it out.
Throw 'em
Fuck yeah!
Just even in the castle, there's like the king's in there. What the fuck is that noise? That's
What?
pretty dope.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is this? Where doth this dope ass beat come from?
Yea, verily.
People,
Droppeth thine sweetest tunes and scratched thine heaviest discs.
whoever among you boxes such a beat, bring them before my court that my jester may dance. Dance in freestyle. Yo, I'm the jester and I'm here to say, got jingle balls and I dance all the way.
Yo, I'm Doug and I'm here to rap. I'm sneaking in the castle, don't deal with my crap. Wake up a fat guy by the thing. Jump in the hole where the poop comes to sing.
He's got the like a motley that but ends in the big parachute pants and he's doing the like walk in place. Fucking a movie has to have done that. How did the Black Knight miss out on that joke?
Parachute pants.
Parachute hip hop jester, man.
Oh,
Dude,
that has to be a thing. Yeah, now I get what you're saying.
I've wanted to work this into something forever. I've had this joke in my head and I haven't had the opportunity for it. And that's a trio of sirens where like one of them beatboxes, one of them raps, and the other one harmonizes. So they just come out of the ocean and just drop like a heavy fucking beat and rap at your boat. But it's like really aggressive, like a 90s hostile rap. So it's like super misandry and they're just like trash, just absolutely like catcalling and trashing on the men on the boat.
Even better, you could call it like, what was it, the Sirens in the Shallows, and make it have a double entendre for like police sirens.
That's pretty fucking good.
And wait,
oh my god,
you ready also for this? So it's a troop of, it's a D&D.
Siren in the Shallows. That's fucking great.
So then on top of that, it's like a D&D encounter, right? So it's like.
No, I want to put them in a fucking animation.
Oh, because I was gonna say it would be the encounter would be like 3 sirens that are bards. So they're doing bardic magic, and each one of them has like one beatboxes, one does like one does the lyrics, and one has, I don't know, some third thing. I can't think of.
Harmonize.
Yeah. And then on top of that, there's like more of them that keep respawning, and they're hype men that just come up and be like, yeah, hit him, fat beats!
As the
hard
crowd
rhymes!
gets bigger. No,
Yeah.
it should be.
So you have to constantly be like taking out hype men so they don't get.
You should have to fight them. You should have to fight them with a bunch of NPCs around, and as they start to win, your crowd starts to move over to their side and cheer it because they're sirens.
Yeah.
So they get over there and like boo against you, and you have to like win them back to save them. Yeah, no, I've always wanted to do like an anime. The problem is I can't make that joke work because I don't have the 3 skills necessary to make it land. I can beatbox a little bit.
I'll hook you up.
Oh yeah, you go drop some rhymes.
You know,
You gonna spit some bars for me?
This is suicide. I don't need to be doing the bar across the top. I'll just take the easy route.
Suicide.
$5.
Oh, this is free fucking money. Nobody takes all this money on the ground. God damn, these guards!
Who took my $7? I was gonna use that to buy a ham sandwich.
What the hell? Why are the guards these statuesque fucking booty shorts wearing dudes in sandals? They look like they're from Final Fantasy IX. They're dressed like Beatrice, not like her guards, but like her.
No, they do look like Final Fantasy IX guards. I never put that together.
Yeah.
That was kind of a style in the '90s to make like palace guards be these Like,
that was the style at the time.
In the back in the day, we'd make them look like booty short wearing hip hop boys what would wash your car for a nickel.
That guy was shuffling. Oh, he's shuffling. Oh, he's
Oh
shuffling.
yeah, these
These guys are going.
he's quick to trot.
You got a knock on the wall.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Excuse me, sir. If you could mosey.
Why won't you go?
Unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
I need to talk to the head of HR.
The fuck is up with it? The royal peeping window.
Oh, over. Yeah.
Why is this a garden for you to like look at this fucking what the this like Home Depot window that's in the side of a castle? What the fuck?
Let me see if I can still find it. Where is it? Can you? I forgot. Oh, there it is.
What do we got over here? What is this?
Super Mario 64 references,
Ah, look at you.
paintings.
Ah, that's cute.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah,
Is this the one where you can? Yep.
Oh, it's like you caught us.
I think if you do it to this one, it drops a it like whips you with a bomb.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Ah!
Hey!
What? Whoa, that guy has no eyes. Oh my god, what is that guy? Who stole his eyes?
If you wouldn't mind, this is my jerk-off closet.
What the fuck? You throw a rock at it. You threw a rock at a window, and an eyeless shadow monster is like, "Hey, don't be rude out here." And then he threw a hand grenade at you and went back inside. And she didn't even turn the fuck around.
Whoa, sorry, I was.
She turns around
something.
and she's like, "Huh?" And you just hear like. And she just starts moving her mouth. She's like, she's like making like big gestures and pointing inside. And Link's like, well, hang on. And he's like fiddling with his ear, and she's like making big gestures and pointing and like making this like eruption visual, and then points at her dad. And she's like, drags her finger. Like, no, hang on. And then it like sort of like, and that's everything. You got this,
Did you
Link.
get
Don't
all
worry.
that?
And she doesn't ask. She just like gives you a pat on the shoulder, and she's like, so you take care of that. And then she reaches into like her pocket and hands you like a gun with the barrel facing sideways and like a bunch of widgets. And she's like, now that you know what to do with this, you can save Hyrule.
Do you have?
And don't forget, and she pulls out like a bar of soap with like razor blades in it. You have to eat the whole thing, otherwise you'll get away.
With a bar of soap with like a safe combination, like L, like 15, R, 62.
You have to put this in your butt, just like I said.
And then, once a month has passed, you will hopefully have showered and bathed enough of this that the second layer with the new combination will be exposed. Did you get all that?
And he's just standing there. Yes, I did.
Huh?
He just, yup. Just takes
yeah.
them both and goes to the village.
Got
Walks
it.
right into the pawn store. He walks right out up to Ganon as he's leaving. He's like, some lady told me to use these to kill you.
Oh, look at you, kiddo. He just tussles your hair and then goes to slit the king's throat. Oh, what a day.
What a day. I wonder what this place is.
Where am I?
Why do these people live in stone? Huh. Anyway,
Yeah,
I want to go back to my forest.
Go back to my desert. Hey, what's your name?
It's weird. Like,
Dog.
Yeah, no, it's like, what's your name? Dog. Okay.
Okay,
that's
then,
strange.
dog.
Okay, then, dog. I'm gonna
Tell you the secret of the secret of...
Look at her mouth. She looks like she's just going.
Please keep this a secret
No.
from everybody. Are you kidding me? It's
Wait.
the secret of the sacred realm.
I like that it's like, okay, and nope.
Like, come on.
I'm gonna
Please
tell,
keep
I'm
this
gonna
a-
tell Jabu. I'm gonna tell the tree. Oh, the tree died. Okay, I only know one person, but I'm gonna tell him.
I'm gonna tell that
I'm gonna
owl,
tell
and that
Navi.
owl is a gossip.
I'll tell Milgo or whatever his name was.
Loose Lips McBeak.
It is gonna be the
Did you
talk
know
of-
that Zelda's mother has a drinking problem? She keeps a bottle of fine-aged Gerudo wine in the tank of the toilet.
One of the options was she's like, don't tell anyone. You should have just been like, I don't know anyone or where I am.
Yeah, I'm an outcast in my land full of children. Who am I gonna tell?
Where am I and who are you and what is your job?
I'm
I'm the princess. What does that word mean?
I'm gonna tell Doofgus, the big mouth Kokiri boy? Who's gonna what? Spread that around to Mito and Dongle and Cross Eyes and Sniff Finger?
This game would have been awesome if you played as Mildo and Cross Eyes with Sniff Finger instead of Link. If you were just like 5 Kokiris and like every time one of them gets fucked up, they have to like you leave them in the dungeon and like the next one runs in and you can pick up your stuff.
Where you have to be a bunch of Kokiri
But once
kids?
you beat the dungeon, you make it all like every time one of them gets injured, they just clock out. They're not dead. They just like and you can if you get to them, you can pick their stuff up.
This is the trial. Which one of you is the hero?
Yeah. Somebody's got to do it.
As it turns out, the Kokiri people do a Squid Games every 1,000 years.
I'm gonna say that's a much better lesson for kids. It's about a community coming together to stop a bad guy, other than waiting for one powerful demagogue child of destiny to save the whole world from itself. I think that's a way better message for a video game.
Isn't that kind of Maze Runner? Where they have a bunch of kids, they're like, go in the maze, find clues, don't die, and then somebody shows up, they're like, what if we did this? They're like, oh, of course!
Yeah, Maze Runner's not a great, like, touchstone for this because it's a fucking mess.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, Maze Runner's a fucking mess.
But a little bit, yeah.
Check it out! I was spying through the window, and I didn't want to pay theater prices to go watch that horse trollop.
I was looking through this window that goes exclusively to where the king sits, that there's steps to get up to, and a little shrine.
Well, you look through the window?
No, I'm not.
Last time I did that, I had a bomb thrown at me. Alright, fine. I'll look. Get out of here! Stop! Get out of here! Stop watching me! No, that was a virus! The computers... I didn't go there!
The guards all have no eyes.
It's like the soldier from TF2.
No way, look at them!
Can you see the man who has the only set of eyes?
I can see the folds where they should be. It's so weird.
In the kingdom of the blind, the
also-
one-eyed Gerudo can assume domination.
Look at Ganon. Don't you just want to see a little bit of drool drip from his lower lip?
Oh my god, he doesn't have his teeth gritted. I remember him having his, like, mouth closed.
He looks like a fish. He would. Alright, Ganon, now's your chance.
Swears allegiance to... He swears allegiance to my father. I think he's, like tax write-off. I think we just brought him in to fill out, like, a quota. I don't know.
We had to get a couple of green guys in here.
He did hit like a
face. It was so...
Oh shit! Did he
Oh my god! I wish I could rewind this. That was.
You can by watching it.
I will. That was such a this is the look. You guys can watch it in person, but I think I did a good job recreating it.
I told my father about Fishmouth, and he's like, he's trustworthy. I found him on LinkedIn.
My father about my dream, but he casts a prophecy. Yeah, that's super normal.
It
would actually be really weird if she was like, I dreamed that guy you're gonna meet tomorrow is evil, and be like, that's great, honey. But I can't. This is like global politics. Like, this is geopolitics. I can't just like make those kinds of overhead judgments. That would have been great if the king was involved in this, and
we're gonna hang your prophecy right up on the fridge where we can see it every day and continue to see how wrong it was.
No, like even if she's right though, like how does that help the king?
Oh, it doesn't.
There's
He's
nothing
like, you have
for
a
him.
meeting with a foreign dignitary,
and
I had a dream that he was a dick.
Even if you were like Ganon is provably evil, you'd be like, okay, I mean, I'll take that into account, but he still has to come here and swear fealty. The actual mechanics of this won't change at all.
It's like, I don't think you understand where we get our oil, sweetie.
Daddy's made some rough deals with the Contras in the past.
I have been dealing with the Shar of Gerudo for a hot fucking week. He's been riding my ass. But we're gonna trade oil for military tech, so why don't you go back to your fucking macaroni art and talk to your cross-eyed forest friend?
You got a place setting!
I'm gonna go run a country. You're 8. You got Zelda's I love that Zelda's letter is so that you can get to the top of a desolate mountain outside of town.
It's also, it's interesting because it looks like whoa, hello. Oh, right, fucking, what's her name? It's been a while. Sheik, there we go. Impa. Not Sheik, Impa, there we go, yeah.
I am the most human I will ever be in this
also
game.
in booty shorts. That's pretty, well,
Damn straight.
Well, in the first game, she was an old lady.
You like them polygonal cheeks?
A little bit, yeah.
Like this firm, perky bust of a young
This is
20-year-old.
This is like a body type that used to be an anime that isn't anymore. The brick woman.
I'm trying to think of like a $1 Million Baby Girl, who's kind of beefy.
Yeah, like
got a little muscle.
Well, yeah, like that was. I won't say it was like super common. They're like the guy version of that. Like that lineage is continued. Like the kind of chunky, nice guy who's like very square. Like old anime, I would see
Jonathan Joestar.
A little bit, yeah.
The dopey fridge made of meat who punches evil.
Yep, that's the one. That's a whole type of dude. She's like the girl version of that. Like if you remember, what was there was a character in Outlaw Star that was that. Aisha, there we go. That type, that like archetype that existed within anime. It seems like
Muscle Girl, yeah, that was big in the 80s and 90s.
It seems like that's kind of died off. It's a bummer. Well, I bet it'll come back. I bet it'll come back around because right now the internet is having a love affair with muscle girls. The waifu movement is strong. And that name being that clever, I think is gonna give them a lot of gas. Waifu's a slam dunk. You don't have to be into it. That is some great branding.
It is pretty damn good. And hunk bandos.
Hunk bandos.
I love that she just put her fingers up like she was taking a drag off a cigarette, blew wind through them, and was like, "Copy this." And I want Link to just not have his ocarina, but it was just blowing spit through his fingers. You got it.
And she's like, "Yeah, good enough." It's kind of a baller move, though.
Oh,
if you're like picked up a violin and she's like, "I'm gonna teach you how to play a violin," and then she just like hummed the notes at you flawlessly, you'd be like, "Oh shit! Like, I'll show you my violin when you're ready."
Then you can see my Stradivarius. Until then, you get my fingers.
Then you'll see my Stradivarius.
I can't tell if this is a come on or talking about teaching me a song.
I'm scared and aroused, and I don't know which one's appropriate.
Just Link's there. I have the weirdest boner because of how old I am.
I wish I had pants.
Oh, it's like when you're laying down on a couch and you just grind the groove between the cushions. I can't explain it.
Whoa. Let's not get political, Ben. We don't want to throw that in the conversation, all right? This is a very charged time. We don't want to alienate any of the audience. There may be some JD Vance fans out there right now who are pissed that you brought that up in this environment.
Well, fuck it. It's funny. Lifestyle furniture for your lifestyle. I wasn't ready. Sorry, I didn't mean to alienate the Furniphiles. I know you have some creaking to do. Oh, I just realized. I should go get that mask. Woo!
I can't.
Oh, alright.
Well, you fucking comboed me against the wall, man.
Got that TOD stuff that's banned in tournaments. 100%ed your life bar with that one. Oh, well, if I was incapacitated, I could finally comment on Zelda. What about this market theme, huh? Pretty great. I like that you can shop around and you can headbutt into bricks. There's nothing not bricks, boxes. Nothing in that one. Oh, he's coming back. He's starting to breathe again. I'm gonna get a mask so I can sell it to a guard.
Does lifestyle furniture exist outside of our town?
I don't know.
Is that local? It's the
fucking Patton Oswalt made a killing doing jingles that were like exclusive to his, like what are the region that he lived in during a decade of his life. We could do lifestyle furniture jingles and make couch fucking innuendos. Why not? That's pure untapped gold. That's just for you and me. That's a little pillow talk secret that I whisper in episode 2 of Legend of Zelda. That's how I hook fanboys.
It was the jingle killed me, but I like creaking is a fucking great line. Does that come from a legitimate sub-community, or did you just fucking whip that from the hip?
That comes from a... What is it? There are, So one of the guys that did Penny Arcade wrote, like, a series of books, and they have, they're like wizard familiars are, like, furniture. So you can get like a nightstand or an ottoman or something.
Uh-huh.
And in their community, there's like this, I guess there's this Job subculture of the wizards that have a sexual attraction to their furniture familiars.
Like,
they're called Furniphiles, and they canonically do what's called creaking.
Oh my goodness. Holy
Also known as-
crap, what the fuck was that thing?
What, the old man?
Oh! Jesus Christ!
And I believe another term of it is for
He looks like a stop animated Tim Burton character. Go ahead, I'm
you can see
listening.
the wires on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, see ya.
the other euphemisms are things like polishing the banister.
Polishing the banister, that's good too.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get that song I wanted like what yesterday?
You gonna take a trip to the graveyard?
Take a trip to well, I almost want to say Pound Town, but
You do not want to mix those up. And if you use them interchangeably, I have many more questions.
the ones that pounds to music, because I'm learning a new song.
Sure.
That's what that meant.
That's what that meant.
And I play it with all the heart and gusto of somebody just trying to make it through a first year of music.
Can you play a scale? Okay, next.
There we go.
I got like an 8-year-old doing karate.
This is my passion.
I'm passionate about speed. I love efficiency.
Would you like a meat stick?
Are they good?
Alright.
Sure.
They're worth the price I paid for them.
I'm curious. It's very intimidating when I look at this thing. It is. I see it.
I have news for you, you sweet summer child. They get bigger than that.
It's not the size.
It's
the squareness.
It was just the meat marshmallowness.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, that really was what I would have expected.
It's just not a huge meat stick, so my mind went to the joke from Wagons East. I'm like, my husband tells me that the biggest penis on record is 4 inches. Is that true?
Is that true?
You've seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the one of them is like the Miss Kitty from their town.
Yeah.
So it's the super like the sheltered like Protestant lady who's just like, I know nothing about it. Was she like standing around where all the women are talking about sex? She's like, haha, what is that? What does that mean? That's a funny little. Hi. I was already way past
Speaking of
you
beef
by
jerky,
now.
yeah. The guy's like, hey man, you gonna comment on me?
My teriyaki mummies.
Delicious.
I
was gonna eat that mummy.
Every time they make that joke, that's what I think of. It's just like, oh, that does sound good. Because beef jerky is delicious, and I like putting garbage in my mouth.
Sorry, audience, let me rinse this down. I'll get back involved here.
I just love that I came into a graveyard and then found this thing, and it was like, the ocarina I have is not magic. I don't know how the game kind of sidestepped that one. You learn one song, and its entire point is to prove that you know the royal family. Because I guess nobody could possibly pick that up and learn 6 notes.
Maybe you're right. That's an interesting thing. I never thought about that.
So that's not a magic song. That just proves I know this person. That's like, so there's another one you learn later called Saria's song, and it also just proves that you know her.
Yeah.
This one changes what time it is.
Which is a whole nother thing, yeah. Maybe Link's just, that's his magical thing he does.
I don't think
He's just a magical instrument. He's just, this version of Link, that's just his jam.
I genuinely don't think you're, like, supposed to intuit that you can get this right now.
I see what you mean. This is meant to, like, it would have come along later when you have the magic ocarina.
Oh, yeah. Oh. By that point, that's when the game starts giving you hints that it exists.
Interesting.
But when I was a kid, me and a buddy of mine were super stuck in this game because we didn't have internet. It was the 90s. So,
well, and Zelda's designed for that. For you to get stuck, run around, and find secrets.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole thing.
They're not built to be speedrun. People just do that.
Any game's built to be speedrun. It's just a matter of gumption.
But it's funny. As a kid, I just never got past like Jabu Jabu. It was just too cryptic and irritating of a thing.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have either.
The majority of my childhood with this game was with Kid Link.
Interesting.
I just didn't get Adult Link most of the time, because I would get to the part of the game that frustrated me, and I'd be like, I don't want to explore. Or no, it's just, I just want to go around, cut grass, throw chickens. Like, I just want to do dumb shit.
Well, that's the big thing, too. I don't think there's anything even wrong with that instinct. I think that's actually a good way to engage with the game, because ultimately that is the point of this game. Everything, all of the elements of it, like, if you took that part out, running around cutting chickens, like, jumping around the 3D environment, all this cool stuff, if you took that away, this is Link to the Past. Yeah. So, getting in and playing this game, a big part of it, a big part of the price tag is that you get to do that. The story is really just a facility for you to enjoy all of those mechanics as much as possible.
Right.
So, yeah, so if you're totally, like, I mean, just like any big sandbox game like that, the point is to give you all the toys and then you play with it as wanted, and here's the story. If you play with that, there will be more toys for you. That's how it brings you forward, not by making demands of you necessarily, but by rewarding you.
Yeah, kind of baiting you.
Yeah.
With, a reason to do it.
Exactly.
So that's like
good game design, yeah.
So like when I was a kid, that's how I found the Sun Song, is I just had nothing else to do but comb this like somebody who's doing like the beta testing for it.
Isn't that the happiest memories?
Yeah!
Just fighting every wall, barrier, anything you can try to get into on top of, just actively hostile towards the game as you try to uncover whatever it might be hiding from you.
Also, I find it funny that as a kid, Zelda didn't care for her much. She was fine, whatever, not my thing.
Wait, hang on. You got a best girl? Is there a best girl in this game?
Boom, right here.
Right here?
Cuckoo Lady.
Alright.
That was my best girl when I was a kid.
Alright, we got a rogue option.
Also in
She is the best looking, that's for sure.
Yeah,
just like on sight.
She looks like a person.
She does, yeah.
Like has like the proportions of a human.
It helps a lot,
as opposed to whatever that trundling mass of noodles up there is.
Yeah.
And then I only recently because I said I played this recently, and on the Switch they're just like, we also just have Majora's Mask. You want to play it? I'm like, I don't. Because I do not like time trials. I don't like being on the clock.
Gotcha.
But also at the same time, I have this like, I don't feel like I've earned my cred until I've played it and beaten it. I don't know why.
Maybe that may be true, but concurrently, I think it's not a good reason to play it. I feel like playing it on those terms, you're just gonna have a bad time.
That's interesting, you should say that! I'm like exclusively having a bad time.
Yeah, I think that is a game that has such a mechanic that is designed to vex you in that way. Yeah. You can only come to it because you are specifically interested in engaging with that. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a problem for you.
That's the interesting thing about it. I am having a bitch of a time with it, because not only are you on the clock, you have to, like, go cut your own switch and reset time yourself, which is
you gotta
not good for my mental state while playing it. But then on top of that, like, within the time loop, you have to Shenmue your way through it, where you can, like, time skip a bit, but if you time skip improperly, you will miss key stuff for side things.
Yeah, you gotta really pick when you talk to Grandma.
And so you also have to come at it with this real dedication to it, and if you fuck up, there's actually this like sunk time investment thing of like, I spent 3 in-game days trying to do this side thing, and then I fucked up on what is essentially a quick time event.
I have to do the whole thing again.
I have to go do the whole thing over again. Or I went through this entire string of shit just to find out I don't have the sacred butt plug of Taj Mahal. I now have to do it all again.
So, what it reminds me of a lot...
And it just made me think of it because that is her quest in that game.
Gotcha.
She's also in that, and she has a different name, and that always confused me because I knew her as the Cuckoo Lady. And she's also apparently named Anju.
Didn't know that.
Now you do.
Now I do.
And you'll take it to your grave.
I will. I will never tell a soul. You hear that, audience? Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, it's a secret between you and me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
Not me, though. I'm out of the loop. I'm not cool enough.
It reminds me a lot of the way old, like, you might call them expansions, but there's in old gaming, a lot more on the PC. There's more of an American gaming thing, but you would see a game come out that people really liked, and so it'd be really popular. It would sell really well. So what you would usually expect, or not usually, but what would often happen before you got a sequel is you would get like a
proof of concept.
Sort of. Well, you would get like a like somebody taking that game and the engine, and you get like a mid-sequel that is like kind of an expansion or maybe like a standalone, but it's just way the fuck more crazy. Because it's for people who love the shit out of that game. So you'd have like Marathon, and people really loved it, and like, okay, here's Marathon. It's all the same game engine. We just amped everything up to 1,000,000 and made the game really crazy and confusing because it's for people who have chewed on everything for this game and just want a bunch more to chew on. So I feel like for a game like Ocarina of Time, that people are so attached to every detail of it, it's almost prescient to make a game that is just for you to OCD, get deeply involved in every, okay, how long does this take? How long does that take? It's 2 days to do this. I know where this guy is. This guy's gonna be on his milk route, and I need to see Johnny at noon, and like, letting you live a Groundhog Day that is all about understanding the individual, like, cycles and lives of the people within this game is super genius. If it came out, like, if a new game did that, I don't think it would land, but because this game is such an institution for so many people, like having another game you can engage with that you can re-experience it in a more difficult way that's all kinds of new challenges, I think that's really smart. Even if it doesn't work for you or me as like a game. I think conceptually it's a real smart move.
Well, while I'm I forgot, there's like a point I was gonna make earlier. While I'm having like a nightmare of a time with it, it also will not ungrip me, so I keep coming back to it because I am engaged with it.
That's something.
I do want to see it end.
That is its
But
own
I have
kind of
moments where I'm just like, if I had a claw hammer, it would be in my head right now. I have such anger spurts with that game. I have never had, like... I don't think I've had a game where I've rage quit it so many times and just had the hooks in so deep.
You just walk right back in.
That I cannot tear them out.
I know that feeling when a game just abuses you and you walk away and you're like, ah, fuck this game. You turn it off, and you go in another room and you do something. Like, you do like 30 seconds of something and you're like,
I didn't need
all right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to rally. I'm just going to beat this thing. I'm not going to let it beat me right now. You go right the fuck back in for another round.
Yep.
You just turn the other cheek.
I have done like 8-hour play sessions of that with that game, where I'm like, I am not going to look anything up. If I can't figure it out organically, I'm not getting it.
I think that's probably a good way to do it for a game like that too.
Yeah.
I bet your experience is way more fun
with it, but it's just yeah. So I think that's why I am
because it's a game about learning.
Yeah.
If you look at it's like cheating in an educational game. Like, okay, good job. What was the point? Why'd you even show up? You know?
Yeah. But yeah, it clicked with me once the game feels really tiny until you
Death
realize
is such a happy soundtrack.
Right, it's like a little dude with a flute up here just being like you're
Joy Mountain.
You're going to die!
Oh, this place Life Mountain. Whoa!
Tektite.
I hate Tektites.
I do too. Fuck
They're the worst.
He's dead.
I hate that they look like little robots, and I always have. Look at them. And now put them in Mega Man Legends. Where they belong, isn't it?
Put them in old classic Mega Man. That is a wily robot if I've ever seen one.
If it was a wily robot, it would shoot smaller mechanical spiders. That would be the only difference. But yeah.
Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, we were talking about Majora's Mask, the difficulty getting abused and coming back, 8-hour sessions, you're engaged with it.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's cool. I'm not like, how dare you? If I can't think of it, it must not have been that important.
If I can't remember it, it wasn't true.
A sham!
If it was true, I'd remember it, wouldn't I? I have a good memory,
duh!
Oh!
You bastard! That's true!
It is, because I remember it.
But I don't know, yeah, I've just been having a weird time with it.
That's interesting.
Not a bad time.
You know,
as much as I just said that it's been a nightmare, I have not had a bad time. I've had a good time that I think frustrates me in a way that I haven't experienced in a while.
That sounds like a good thing, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, it's kind of like the first time I played, what was it? I think it was like Silent Hill 2, and I'm like, oh fuck, I have to make my own map again.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Fuck was that out of my right ear?
Oh fuck. I forgot a thing.
I heard just like a gentle moaning. What the fuck? Oh, holy crap, these guys have a really crisp sound.
Yeah, I love Gorons. They're cool.
It's just interesting.
Yes.
That was like really well put together. I'll be curious to see how you feel about it after you're done with it.
Oh, Majora's?
Yeah. It's just very interesting that this is a journey. I feel like that's a journey I go on for games that I end up really loving or really hating. Because I had a similar experience with, I've talked about this a fucking ton, but like, I had that same kind of aggravation with Elden Ring, but I got to a point where I was just playing it out of spite, where I'm just like, I'm just gonna beat this so that when I complain about it, people can't say, oh, you didn't beat it so you didn't get it. I literally was doing it for that reason, which is the worst reason to do any fucking thing.
Just out of spite?
Just to preempt an argument. just so that I just wanted to be done with it. I've had so many things in my life where I'm critical of something where I have like a list of things I believe to be very valid criticisms, and then somebody will say, well, what about this really specific thing that happens in the third quarter of the game with this character? Like, I don't know, I didn't get that far. I'm like, well, you didn't even finish it. How are you gonna go and judge it? Like, it was so bad I didn't want to finish it. How is that? Is that not enough of a judgment call from me? Like, that should be a significant judgment. That should be way more important than what a character in the third act said. The fact that a quarter of the way through I was like, I've seen everything this game has to offer and don't feel the desire to continue.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That feeling of like, you know what? I paid the money for the game. I got as much enjoyment out of it as I wanted. Get off my ass.
And that's a part of it. I know, just because of the nature of my job and the people I'm around, like, I know I'm gonna, if I have an opinion on it, I'm gonna have to defend it.
There's gonna be a conversation about
exactly,
like,
yeah.
So how did you beat Elden Ring? It's like,
it doesn't matter how, yeah. But so for me, if I know that I'm gonna have a specific opinion on, or if I have an opinion that I believe I can fully support from my experience in the game, yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a loop to make sure I have everything, all the information I need to, one, confirm that I'm correct and I'm not just living on an assumption, but for two, learn what things people are going to say to me that I'm gonna have to contend with.
Right. No, I get you. Kind of pre-game for the argument you don't want to have.
That's basically it, yeah.
I have to go all the way back to the forest area, and I forgot.
What'd you forget?
I forgot that I have to do that, and I do that almost every time I play this game.
Did you get the bomb for that wall back in the tree?
What?
Can you carry a bomb?
I can't yet.
You can't yet? Okay.
Nope, I have to beat the second dungeon before I can do that.